Huyo mtu wako amekuwa killer bomb na haujui. Hi everyone, my name is Stacy, and in today's Fast HealthX podcast, we're going to demystify love bombing. What is it? How to identify it? And how to break free. With me here, I have one of our clinical psychologists here at HealthX Africa who will be taking us through the mystery of love bombing. And I would like to give her the floor to introduce herself.
My name is Judy McKenna, a clinical psychologist at HealthX Africa, and I'm so elated to be talking about love bombing.
Thank you so much, Judy, for coming. So tell us more. What is love bombing? How do you know that you're being love bombed?
So love, that's a very interesting question because people tend to confuse between genuine love and love bombing. And love bombing is for sure an emotional manipulation where someone overwhelms their partner with excessive love, excessive text, excessive over-the-top compliments, and rushing into the relationship way too fast. Yes.
So in this excessive, you tell us what excessive is. Because, some of us, we love it. We have that sticks. So how do I know it's actually excessive, actually not flowing naturally?
Consistent calls and texts, right? And even when we talk about over the top compliments, you clearly can see you're a beautiful dark skinned girl, but this person comes in with your light skinned, I love your tone. Yes, they might be loving your tone, but it is way over the top.
Okay, so Judy, you've mentioned that one of the characteristics of love bombers is that they want to marry you instantly after meeting you, or they introduce you to family after 1 week. Some of them even call us babe and honey in the first week without even any signs of commitment. Yeah. So is this a red flag? If I just meet somebody and they're already calling me honey, baby girl, babe, is this a red flag?
Lovely question. At times they say I tend to imagine when you call people using these pet names, they now realize that things could be more serious, right? But then we have that gut feeling, right? When something feels off, it most probably is.
So, Judy, you've mentioned that one of the characters Napbombers have is that they isolate you from friends and family and people who are actually your foundation, they have your back. So how do you rebuild these relationships, after being isolated from this people actually meant good for you? And unfortunately, you tampered with the relationship. So how do you rebuild yourself, this relationship?
The first step in healing always is acknowledging the fact that you've distanced unconsciously yourself from these people who matter quite much in your life, and reaching out to them gradually, okay, and explaining, but not overly explaining yourself, just letting them know that in the relationship that I unconsciously set way much boundaries or too much boundaries in between us. And I apologize that happened. And I'm working towards making our relationship better. But then not Stacy, not ever explaining yourself, right? Because it was not your fault. It was not your fault. It was your partner's fault that they secluded you from your relationships, family, and friends. Yes.
And so for these people who maybe might feel egotistical to rebuild this relation, how do they break that down and come down to a point that actually I need to actually reach out? Because I think most people don't reach out to friends that they broke up with because of the ego they had. How can I come back and say, I'm sorry, I'm the one who said till the up from the relationship? Yeah, so how do I keep myself inwardly or even start choosing these relationships again? Yeah.
Wow. To err is human. We're human. We are prone to making mistakes. And the beauty about mistakes is that we learn from them, right? And at times, I can imagine you cannot force people into accepting you back. And it comes with accepting, getting in control what you can, and letting go what you can't. Okay. So coming into terms with what happened and letting them, you know what, I unconsciously did this and I'm sorry. How can I make our relationship better? How can I make our friendship better? How can I mend the boundaries that are infringed? Yes.
So in this love bombing relationship, I've met this guy, he's giving me all these compliments, gifts, and now it stops. He's isolated me from all these people that I had close to me. How do I break free from this relationship? How do I know that it's actually not good for me? And how do I take the first step? And what is the first?
Okay. I can imagine this could be a very difficult position for anyone, right? Being um overwhelmed by these goodies in life, in love, right? Everything was a bliss and now everything has stopped. I can imagine how hard that can be, right? And at times, again, just like I earlier on mentioned, if something feels off, it certainly is, right? And a mistake has happened. You've realized this is a space that you're in that you, is quite unsettling for you. Slow things down, right? Just slow things down about self compassion as well, and realizing that, yes, I got myself in this situation, not because of my fault, but I felt it was a right space to be in, right? Because it is all beautiful at the start,
Yeah, that's the
right?
picture they paint.
Huh? And now things have stopped and everything is cold around you. And uh, confirming that this is a space that you're quite uncomfortable in, it is okay to say no, very much okay, with no guilt whatsoever, and even seeking support where needed. Because I can imagine, remember, manipulators, a no is not an answer, right? So seek support. Yes, where need be. Talk to this trusted party. Talk to a therapist. Talk to a friend, right? To get that support. Because honestly, that is needed at that pace. Yes.
So thank you so much, Giacani, to this particular podcast today.
Yes.
And you've really broken down what love bombing is, how to identify, how to rebuild that self, and even the others. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I think our audience has had a good take home today from this particular.
Thank you so much, Stacy. And I feel this was a very timely topic, to be honest. February being a month of love, this was a very articulate move into sensitizing people on how to distinguish between love bombing and genuine love, which initially looks very much similar. Thank you so much for having me.